morning everyone, Stephanie Denman here from the Denman Homestead. And today it is a bright sunny morning here in Plum Grove, Texas. And it's the end of February. And behind me is our pear tree. This is a Purdue pear tree, and we've had this tree for many years now. We planted it a couple years after we moved in, and it gives us a crazy amount of pears each year that we make wine with. We eat them fresh. Really great pear tree. I want to propagate this tree so that I can basically have more of this tree around our property. There's a few ways that you can propagate fruit trees. One way that I'm going to try out this year, instead of snipping off a dormant branch, sticking it in some root powder, and putting it in a pot, which I've done before, I'm going to try air layering or something called marcotting. So what that is you take the tree and you don't cut a branch off of it just yet. We're going to take a section of the bark off of a good branch, and then we're going to take a bag of soil, wrap that bag of soil around the branch, tie it up nice and tight, cover it, and then in a few months we'll check it and see if roots have started to develop in that bag of soil on the tree itself. Now if roots have started growing, we can snip that branch off and it's ready to plant in the ground as a new tree. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to start that process. So what I have on me right now are some Ziploc baggies and a really sharp knife or cutting tool. This is a box cutter. They also make tools just for pruning and propagating trees, but I'm going to use just a sharp tool and some tape. I'm also going to get some foil and some soil and fill these bags with the soil. So let's get started on that. The best time to do this is going to be in the spring. You can see here our pear tree is starting to put off their first buds. These are all flowers. They're going to open up soon, and that's what the bees will pollinate and make little baby pears out of. So this is a perfect time because it's coming out of dormancy and it's going to have a long season to produce roots, and then we can transplant it before the next frost, at the end of the year. So we're going to have a perfect time to do this. Spring and summer is going to be your best time to do air layering. What I'm looking for now is a good branch to do this on. I want something that's going to be a sturdy tree, not something too curved in the ground, something that's pretty straight. I'm looking at this one right here because this one right here already has some branching going off and it's fairly straight. And so I think I'm going to try to do some air layering on this one. And I might choose one other branch. I don't want to take too much from the tree. I don't want to, weaken it too much. But this one for sure. We'll do this one. Alright, next step is to get your baggie and fill it with some good potting soil or seed starting mix. That'll work too. So I've got my bin here with my soil, and I'm going to fill this bag up. Okay, so we have a little bit of a node right here, and I'm going to cut just below this and do about a one inch section here, and I'm going to cut the bark off all the way around with a really sharp knife. Okay, so now I've done my top line and my bottom line, and I'm going to score this bark between the top line and the bottom line all the way down, and it's going to help me peel this bark back in one layer. It's going to make it a little bit easier. What I want to do is expose the underside behind the bark layer. This is what we want to see all the way around. Alright, so I have taken off, we're going to go all the way around and just take off this section around this branch right here. Now there is a layer underneath this that you're going to need to scrape off and get to, because if you just take off the bark and you don't get to this under layer here, the bark will just regrow itself. So you'll need to take off the bark and then a little bit of this white, you just scrape it down. Just a little bit. Okay? Excuse me. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our bag of soil and some tape. I'm going to use some electrical tape, and I'm going to slit this bag down the middle, and I'm going to sandwich it around this cut spot. And then I'm going to tape it to the tree, and I'm going to cover it in foil, and then we're going to wait a couple months and see if roots grow. Okay, so this is pretty tight and secure so it doesn't slide up and down on this branch. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this whole thing in foil, and that's going to help keep the sunlight from hitting the roots and frying the roots inside this bag. And it's also going to help deflect some of that heat so that the roots don't dry out too quickly. Now the tree will supply the roots with water and moisture that it needs from the ground, so we don't have to worry about watering this, but we are going to protect it from the sun. Okay, that's it. Now it looks a little funny, but in a couple months we should have a bag full of roots. We can just snip this down at the bottom as close to the root ball as possible, and then we can transplant this as a brand new Purdue pear tree somewhere out here in our land.
So yesterday we planted some extra plants.
We did.
Around the homestead, ones that we've never planted before. So new plants coming to the homestead. We're going to see how they do. But let's check those out, because right here behind me, or in front of me at the greenhouse behind you, is our first set of new plants. So this is a type of orange honeysuckle. And what is that scientific name? Maria capensis.
It's a Cape honeysuckle that's orange.
Yeah, it's an orange honeysuckle.
But we got it because the bees love it.
Yeah, the bees were all over it at the nursery, so that's really cool. And then it has a sister right here, just right down the road in the front of the tea garden in the greenhouse. Then next to that, we have two more sister plants. We have a pink guava right here and another pink guava right
now
here.
The guavas they're tropical, subtropical plants, and they can't handle temperatures in the freezing temps. So they recommend you plant these on the south side of a building to shield from the north winds. So we planted it on this side of the house specifically to help shield from those cold winter months. Hopefully we can keep these alive. Never grown guava before, so let's see how that works out.
All right.
My grapes.
Oh yeah, the two grapes that did not make the drought and the heat of the summer have been replaced. So maybe we'll have a little bit more of a mild summer for them.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Or I'll just water them.
Yeah. Alright, now over here in front of the barn we have our next little thing. Also, the hot tub is coming down. It's draining right now. Gonna get our back patio back a little bit, but hot tub weather is over. Our 1 month of Texas hot tub weather. It's done for. Alright, so over here, Alora, when we were at the nursery, Alora really wanted to pick out her own flowers. And so she picked out these purple flowers, and at Tractor Supply we found these really cool flower stands.
Black and white.
Black and white. They match everything. And then Alora got to put her really pretty purple flowers inside the stands. So those are really cool. You have them both kind of on each side of the bay door right there. Now, this guy, we're still trying to figure out where to put him. We're thinking right here.
We're going to need another one.
We do need two of them because it won't.
Guess we'll have to go back today. Shoot.
Yeah, this is another guava, but it's weird. This is a guava that is
pineapple guava.
It's pineapple guava, and it's not in the guava family, but it's called a guava because it creates a guava fruit.
Well,
I don't know.
It's guava-like. It's in the myrtle family.
Myrtle family, which we do have crepe myrtles down the driveway.
I don't think that the crepe myrtle will cross-pollinate from my research with the pineapple guava. The reason why they call it a pineapple guava is because the fruit resembles a guava, but it tastes like a pineapple, but it's not actually a guava.
It's weird.
If you put me in charge of that, I would not have picked that name, but it is what it is, and we found out we need another one for pollination. So it says it was self-fertile, but the more research we did, it really needs a second one to maybe bear fruit. So
yeah, we found another guy that had one of these in the ground for over 3 years and never got fruit until he had extra ones next to it. So we'll get a couple of these, but it's very pretty looking already.
I don't know where we're going to plant it. Maybe here.
We were thinking right here along the driveway somewhere, possibly.
Yeah. We'll see.
Alright, over to the chicken coop.
Good morning!
So Connor picked out a chicken swing, and I tried to put chickens up on it yesterday, and they did not want to stay on it. So we're going to see if they ever try it out for themselves. Yet we've yet to see one jump up there. But let's talk about what we got right here. So these are papayas, and I believe like a banana, you cut them off before winter. You cut them off at the base right there.
I really hope so, because otherwise we just got some stumpy sticks.
Yeah, this is how we purchased them, which is what a banana looks like.
Kind of.
But the bananas that were at the nursery were already had their green shoots going up. So hopefully this is what you're supposed to do, because we've never done papaya, but we did see Jamie's. We saw Jamie's papaya, and it put off a lot of shade in the area it was at, and that's kind of the point of putting it in front of the chickens here.
Yeah, like an umbrella.
Yeah, we wanted to do that, so that shade with the big leaves.
Yeah, and in the winter, if we have to cut them down, it's no big deal because it's not as hot. So during the summer, if it does umbrella, it'd be perfect for the chicken coop.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So those are the new plants around the homestead. Oh, yeah. I thought I was done. This is a pomegranate. This is a pomegranate. This is our existing pomegranate that we've had.
Like 6 years, and
it's been transplanted twice.
Yeah. I'm hoping it survives the second transplant.
Yeah, this is the second transplant in a short time, so hopefully last time I transplanted, I didn't even bury it. I sat it on the ground.
Yeah.
And it set roots down. Yeah. So.
But it has not put off any leaves, so.
Yeah, we'll see how this one does.
But this one has flowered year after year and never produced fruit.
Yeah.
So we figure we'll try with cross-pollination. Maybe another pomegranate would help set fruit if this one survives. If it doesn't, then we're going to be stuck with needing another one.
We'll have to go get another one. Unfortunately, right, babe? Have to go back to the nursery. Dang. Yeah. And then last, which I forgot about a second ago, we added one more blueberry. So the one blueberry that was just a stick, I don't know what happened to it. Maybe I stepped on it or whatever when I was doing.
I blame the chickens.
The chickens could have pulled it up, but we still have the one little baby one from last year, but now this one right here replaced that other one that we lost. It was just a stick. I don't know where it went. This one is definitely bigger, more mature. So it's already got flowers coming up on it. We'll see how that one does. Show
the flowers on the blackberries.
Yeah.
Like the blackberries took off.
These blackberries have gone insane. They just for example, if you didn't see the video last season, this blueberry right there, those two little twigs, was planted at the same time as these blackberries.
And looked the exact same.
They were the exact same size. And look at these blackberries, one season later.
I like this.
Yeah, I mean, this is blackberry country out here.
Look right here. Look at this.
There's so many blackberries, but yeah, flowers are super pretty.
I love early pollinators for the bees. It gives them something to eat on.
And I got a couple of more loads of mulch for the very end of this, and then we're going to call the garden mulch project done. But yeah, looking really good. I'm really happy with the redesign of everything for this year, and the mulching of the lanes, even though it was a lot of work. It looks so nice. Definitely an upgrade for this planting season.
Huh?
Steph has
my Easter egg basket.
A bounty. Yeah? Alright, well, it's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We will catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.